Alright, so this is going to be episode, I believe, 4 of the Amacia conquest of Hispania, or Canto 4. Oh, Anaximander of Militos, the source from which existing things derive their existence is also that to which they return to at their destruction. How beautiful. Alright, so in our last episode, we started to conquer up here and over here, and then I began a conquest in the south, at which point I realized my audio had cut out and I did not feel like recording. So basically, my plan had been to carve this out super duper easy, but then suddenly we ran into that roadblock, otherwise known as they were remarkably good at fighting me, and I kind of got my ass handed to me over and over again. So that's a marble province, so we don't want to put it on there. We can put it on this one. We're going to want to turn this guy into a city, I believe. So we got to get more political influence. So let's go ahead and do this and mess around with our council. Yeah, we've got to find someone who likes us more in this family because they are grateful. Yeah, 69. There we go. Great. Red guy. Alright, come on, red guy. If we were to put him in power, we'd have to figure out how to slot them in. We can't get rid of him, we can't get rid of her, can't get rid of them. Do we really just have 2 governors? Well, shoot, that means we have to have 1 ungrateful family. Or 2 ungrateful families. Let's go ahead and take off, I guess, the blue, because they really don't like us, and I'm not quite sure why. I'm hoping for a red that kind of likes us. Oh, she's going to be great once it comes back up, and we don't really need this. We're also going to swap her out, because I recognize that she's got a lot of statesmanship, but frankly, I want someone who can give us political influence, because I think that's what we need more. We'll still search by statesmanship. He likes us, he's yellow. Maybe we put on... Maybe we put on the red. Do we have other reds in government? We have 1 other red in government. And that'll lead to this. Oh, it's just 3 of 2. I don't know if it's necessarily worth it then. But we're still getting 1.98. We started at 1. I think 5.5. This one similarly too, we can sort of chuck by the wayside, so let's search like this. Honestly, yeah, put her in there. Give me 100. 208, that's nice. That's really nice. I know she's the one that we started out with, but surely we can find somebody who's now a part of the blue family that's gotten thrown from their political office and would thereby, you know, be really pleased to find new station and the office of the wise one. And no, we're not finding shit. So, okay, I'm kind of cool with this. Let's make sure that we are scheming to influence. We are. We've got 5 more years on that. That all looks good. Her popularity is just crazy. And that's leading to a lot of tribesman happiness. We've got a couple of cities that are up. Lima really saw such a degradation once we made it into a city, but I think in the long term that's still going to be worth it. This city just got started. I think we're going to want to get the capitals all made into cities, so over here, we're probably going to move this to this province or this province. More likely this province. Perhaps we do that. Oh, we have to be at peace. Okay, so we're just waiting on this siege to get done. Let's pop this over like this. Put it on to speed 6. We're relying on mercenaries because we started to run out of manpower in the last episode from our continuous conquest. We're gaining about as much as we can. Maybe we try to switch out the... it's still this wise one, which is just driving me crazy. We really need someone to get born, or come of age, who's of this house and would thereby be able to... let's actually switch this one over to this 84. Just because we might as well eke out those last little points, because we don't really need help for this character. We do want this. We don't... I mean, he's gonna get good eventually. And he's actually kind of delightful. We kind of want him to be, you know, up and coming. Not technology speed, because that sucks, but, you know, some of that other stuff. I think let's actually do this and curve our war exhaustion. I think similarly to, we'll also take on a little bit more tyranny. Remember, tyranny is kind of good to maintain because it helps push our output of crops. Oh god, our mercenaries are the ones that are hungry. Alright. We don't have enough on the siege for it to be worth it, so we're gonna send them out to be hunters, because we can still get the siege off with how many people we have. We're gonna try and get them to squash some of this. We're hoping that we don't catch the full stack, but just some of them. They're gonna take too long to get over. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Okay. We had the better roll for that, which is pretty nice. That would get rid of the siege, which we just can't allow. We gotta get these guys over and kill them. I think we're gonna increase our army maintenance because we're gonna be able to get 1 pip here. Which means there's kind of no benefit. But I don't know, I still see some benefit. Okay, I made a good call in terms of where they went. That's great. We're gonna be able to squash that. So we got siege down this one too. And then we're gonna have control of all of this down here, which would be very delightful. So they're coming over here, which means we gotta go group up with them. Hopefully get the squash on them. Oh, they're going to this capital over here. Honestly, I think it's fine if we go ahead and get that siege started. We're gonna need to pull those troops back, actually, once we get this pod. Oh, we're not gonna be able to pull that back. Oh, and they pulled out. That's gonna suck so much. Those are pops we can't afford to really lose. I don't think we're gonna lose this battle because I think we're gonna be able to reinforce with these guys, but that really sucks. Okay. That actually is kind of better than how we were expecting it to get. Oh shit. That is not at all how we were expecting it to get. Whoa. Okay. 704. So I say we turn around, get back into this province, because that's kind of our main hope to be able to fight against these guys. Let's see which one we're going to be able to piece up first. This is the one that we can piece up first. Yeah. Okay. Frankly, they needed to go back because they needed to get more replenishment. We've got 100 guys that can come into that army, which is, I don't know, something. We're about to be able to get another city started, which will be very exciting. Okay. Yeah, I think we actually get started down here. I'm cool with that. Alright, we're at 453, which is pretty freaking solid. Oh my god, they won against Carthage. Holy shit, this is going to be an amazing game. Okay, so we're going to conquer south, and we are going to steal these guys' populations. Goodness. Most of the time, you don't really want to go south. Who are you? We're the chief. I don't know if people will care. People did care, but low-key don't think it mattered, and we just got a really nice injection of cash. Alright. Let's do this, because I think it's really time for that to happen. And we're going to want to do that in all of our provinces that have a very positive trade good. Alright, so once this takes over with the month, we'll suddenly be able to... I think this... Oh no, there's actually another castle over here, which means that that's not really worth it for them to be doing. Huh. Honestly, kind of interesting. So let's see what we need. We just need to be able to construct the Senate chambers, which will happen once this gets finished. Or it'll nearly be able to happen. We'll probably have to take off maybe a tax building, even though that's really going to hurt us economically. So they've got 6,000 against our also nearly 6,000. Oh, we can now put down a city, so let's go ahead and get this one underway. And we're going to save up to get another one. I think we want to get one here. We may want to get one... Honestly, maybe getting one in this province will be nice. Having sort of a forward point that we'll be able to rest armies if we need to. I think we're going to let this one just sort of replenish in our back line for a bit. How are they doing so well in this siege? It's 35 days. Maybe that's just how many days have passed and I haven't been paying attention. Yeah, so I think our next war is going to be north. Maybe also getting rid of the subject or hoping that the subject breaks free. Or not subject, but tributary, which I think I just have that one. Yeah, let's actually have them increase their amount of payment to us, because we don't really care about their opinion to us. He's not going to be able to start that siege unless he gets a pop, which he's not going to because he's in a foreign land, so I don't know why he's sending those troops north. He's just going to hold them. We did good placing our fortresses, because now we've got this little incropping, which is going to prevent them from being able to push north, even though they're going to take this siege. Going against them doesn't sound like a good idea, but once again, once they take this fort, they'll capture one province. They'll be able to siege this down, which will suck because it will prevent this city from getting underway. But they won't be able to get our capital, because we'll have this right here blocking them from going west, and then we'll have this blocking that. And we'll also be blocking this. Like, they won't be able to get past this point, which is kind of crazy. I don't even know if they'll be able to threaten this province here. We're probably going to want to stockpile some money to be able to purchase a whole bunch of amenities for this city once it gets started. I think it's going to do what Lima did and have its trade good get switched to something more impressive. Alright, so we've had that city break. They're probably going to go siege down Letsima. But once we conquer this, this is actually going to be way more worth it than whatever they're doing. We're probably going to want to sit for a second once we get finished with this, send out our levies to go and siege down the county capital, or the duchy capital. And yeah. Okay, so he is going to siege that down. However, it won't matter. I don't... Oh, nice. Okay, so let's do this, as we talked about just a second ago. We're going to hold the mercenaries back so that they get more food capacity, because they need it. And if they also have a moment to replenish, that means that they're going to get more guys in their army, which is going to be more helpful if we have to fight against these guys later on. But look, see, it doesn't even matter that he captured that, because they haven't captured this capital, and they also haven't captured this. Albeit, let's go ahead and send our dudes back, because it looks like they're going to be able to come against us. And magistrate. Frankly, the national tax is going to be so useful. Alright, let's do it one more time. And we'll send these guys south. Hopefully these guys will come on top of them. Maybe let's also let them get a little bit more food for the month to go over. Yeah, we won't even have enough to begin the siege. Let's also send these guys back for the same reason, because we don't really want them to starve. There's kind of no reason for it. We've stopped scheming our influence, or scheming for influence, which is very strange. Both of those sieges are going really nicely for them. A 9 versus an 8 isn't that much of a difference, but it actually kind of is a big difference. So let's put him on. Let's also check all of these and see if anyone better has come in. A 9's come in instead of this blue. Let's actually get him in, and let's switch him out for her, with the idea that we've got these 4 guys in that could have the possibility of giving us an additional boon, and with 4 of them popping, there's a chance that we actually get something from them. Let's look for one that has 3, which surely one of these has 3. None of these have 3, so that means we gotta break the bonus on somebody. So this green has... That's gonna make both of them so not worth it, but okay. Let's get a relatively happy blue compared to all the other blues, which are not as pleased with us right now. That's a 17. Yeah, let's get that yellow in the zeal spot. Damn. Is that really not a blue? Oh, goodness. Alright. 56. Oh. Not what I was hoping for. Alright, let's get him in. Another yellow. So we gotta switch her out. This is not what I was hoping for. TH. Alright, let's at least get the highest one, because this is one of the ones that doesn't matter. 1.85. I'm fine with that math. Let's actually switch them out. I think let's just siege this down fully. They've got 500 guys. Yeah. Was that all we had? Once we win this siege, we'll just win the war. Versus whenever they win those sieges, there are more that they have to do. Albeit this is gonna suck, and we're gonna see if they come south. If they come south, that's also gonna... Oh, that's really gonna hurt this city. And this is our most populous city, so once they break this, it's actually gonna really hurt. That was 10 population. Only 3 pops died. 3 pops went to this city. Which, yeah, both of those are going to be nice to have. Consolidating this land is going to be something. Let's let it tick down to 0, and then we'll break it. They're still not threatening our capital, which is nice. They're very close to being broken. I don't think we could win a direct confrontation, so we're gonna probably click that the next time that we get the opportunity to. Let's let our morale replenish for 1 month, and then we'll order the final siege. All units is 27. And I don't know if this war was worth it just because we lost the that one capital. Yeah, we would actually like if they could come on this siege. I'm so sorry whenever that happens. For the record, it's just because I lightly tap my microphone and it just gets so angry. We're about to see the siege get finished, and thankfully they can't expand beyond this point, which is really something. They can go down here, but I don't know if they will. We're gonna see them. Nice. Alright. So, Jesus, get us out of this fucking war. I feel like this has been going on for a million fucking years, and I never want to deal with these people ever again. We're actually going to sit on our butts for a little bit, because I think we actually need to replenish after we just lost this city's development. I think we even lost a building on it, and once again, it was our most populous city. And of course, since that's no longer a capital, it lost all those bonuses to its population capacity, which means that was really just not worth it. Ugh. Okay. Get rid of the fortress there. Eventually this will be worth it because we will go south. We could go... I mean, we could do this. That would get us nearly 100 population, or we could go north and actually do what we're supposed to, which I think that's what we're going to do. This is going to be a hell of a war. We're probably going to need to have some money stacked up in order to fight it. Let's do this, let's do this, let's do this, and we're just going to sit on our butts for a little bit. We saw that that was useful, but I think doing that and then maybe putting one here is going to be more useful overall. Just because that prevents even more movement. I think that protects this province a little bit more, and I think this is going to be our next city that we make. And I think, once again, we're working towards getting all of our cities, or all of our capitals as a city. We're at 470, they're there. Rome's only at 3,000. Carthage is behind in expansion because they haven't started carving, that's nice. Carving out southern Hispania. Once again, we've seen some really good activity from our fellow tribes, which is just really impressive. We're about to be able to get our capital to the amount of maximum development. Yeah, look at that. Let's go ahead and start rushing towards it. Now it's getting plus 10, which is pretty nice. That means it's only going to be a couple of months before we actually get it. Let's see if we can increase the bodyguard. We just need a blue who doesn't hate us. Which could be few and far between, but I'm hoping that one has gotten born recently. Blue who doesn't hate us. Alright, this city is up. Ooh, and papyrus, that's really nice. I think let's get this. This is really nice, but I don't think we can sacrifice the political influence. We really want to start rushing cities now. Getting this up is going to be nice because it's going to help these guys just be happier, and those are Asturians, which are actually our people. Not to mention that's going to push the prevents loyalty over the threshold that it needs in order to stay loyal, which is really nice. So that means that our ruler's going to die, which means that we're going to need... Yeah. Oh, nice. So how long until this? Gotta get to 500. Alright, but 500 sounds like a good plan. So we're gonna want to have some money stockpiled. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna want to just declare war on them. We're actually gonna hope that they join, not this league, but that they ally someone in the league, and then we can, like, you know, swoop in and sort of take them over. We're getting closer to being able to purchase this, which is going to be really nice. Once again, we want to see that come online. We can now do another thing down here, which let's do something that's not going to fully make us lose all of our money. So something like that, so we can still afford this city. And then we're probably going to get a city here, because I think we're going to want this province to just be ever the more happier. Oh, we can now afford the city, so let's get that started. Yeah, and we're starting to see us catch up to all of these other powers in terms of city count. What really sucks is that we're conquering into places which don't have cities, which means that our research efficiency is just going to be going down, and that's just not really what we want. We actually want Carthage to be a little bit more forgiving towards us, just because we don't really want to die super easily to them, or we don't want to go into a war against them right now, because frankly we're just not prepared for it. Alright, so this war puts us against probably 2,000, 2,000, so 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, 8,000, 10,000. Is that 1 or 2? That's probably 2. That's probably 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14,000 plus mercenaries versus our 7 and 10,000 plus probably 8,000 in mercs. We're gonna have to stockpile enough to be able to afford 2 merc stacks, I believe. Which means this is actually the perfect time to get an event like this. This means he would lose. He's only a governor. He's still losing the loyalty either way. It's whether he's losing 10 or 15. I say let's take the 26. Then we're going to placate on him. The governor of Lusitania with a bribe, just to keep him around, because that's from our personal amount, not from our... Oh, nice. It's slowly getting there. Yeah, let's keep doing that. So we're just trying to get as much money as we can so that whenever in 500 these come online, we can go to war against them. We may start by doing a war against this guy, taking these, whatever it is, 6 guys, just because, you know, it's still our main population, our secondary population. No, our main population. The Calculians actually outnumber the Asturians in this campaign, even though our Asturians are our main population. I think we want to form a colony in one of these lesser spots. Palancatia. Oh, here. Okay, so that means this is now actually our biggest priority for making a city. Alright, the guy that we abused twice has now died, which means we want to find someone who can give us more bang for our buck. Greedy and oh, perfect. We're going in. Let's go ahead and do that, just because I think we need them to be a little happier with us, and we'll also build a mill, and then that should make that territory pretty contented. We'll also want to get a tax office in the next time that we can put a tax, or you know, have enough population to do so. Alright, so we should now have our troops back. Oh, just one of them, not the second. No. We don't really want to be friends with them. I think it's about the time that we can, yeah, call another war council. Which probably against Flandia. Yeah. That puts us against only 3. Which culture are they? That's pushing into the Cantabrian, but honestly I think that's going to be worth it overall. Let's go ahead and get this 8,000 stack starting to generate, because they're going to take a while to get the morale up, and we're going to be waging war for a period of about probably 6 years, because we're going to go to war against these guys, conquer over here, then we're going to pull back, conquer over here, we're going to pull back, conquer over here. We're going to see our, basically this entire little corner get consolidated finally. Then our next steps are probably going to be to push south against Cephia and these two, if Tartesia doesn't do it already or get killed by Carthage, which probably is what's going to take place. Only a few more months until we're going to be able to get our Lusitanian levies up. It's probably not going to be the case that we're going to be able to get a city up around the same time that we get enough money to create a city. But we're seeing a lot of good stuff. We're at 478. Probably going to see more tick over here in a second. Alright, both of these are up. Let's get these guys going north. Let's actually have... Let's do this, I think. And get these guys going to the east. You are a chief, you are a chief. Are either of you in my government? Looking over these people, I'm not seeing either in my government, so I'm just gonna... Or actually, I need you to not lose your loyalty. Bear in mind, this part of the campaign is probably the most important because we don't want to see our capital falter. Because that could set us back a number of years. I mean, we've been growing this thing since the beginning of the game, and it's been like, what, 40 years-ish? I think we're going to want just the straight-up tax. This means we're going to be leaving our religious thing. We're going to be going into the Iberic pantheon just a little bit. You know, it's just these two provinces, but that's still something that's got to be weighing on our minds. So I think their capital is here, which should be interesting. Yeah, so it's just these three still. I think sieging down these two is going to be the most important. Maybe sending them like... No, I think we won't be able to. Alright. Oh, we can. Okay, so then let's go east with those guys and siege down this capital so that hopefully we can pull them out of the war early. We're going to hope that our ally goes to the 8,000 on our western flank, just so that we don't get sort of sandwiched into losing. Okay, this is going to be really nice. We're going to kill these 2,000. What's his... Yeah, actually, I don't think it's worth it to have her in anymore. I think it's worth it to have him in. I think he's gonna, as well, just be more worth it. Let's see if we can catch them. We will. So we might as well, just because that's another 1,000 that we'll be able to kill. As we've seen multiple times before. Being able to whittle away at the smaller stacks means the larger stacks just don't have the support. Catch him? We can. So once again, we might as well do it. Nice. Alright, now we go back, siege this down. See how they do here. Oh. Nice. I think let's go ahead and do this because we can afford it, and we're gonna send them here, and then we're gonna send them there. And I think that's gonna be very worth it overall. I don't think they're gonna come back in and kill this little stack. But this will just see this expansion come at a much faster rate. Yeah, we need the gold. Okay. But Sima just became a city. Let's go ahead and just get a tavern in because that's something cheap that makes people happy. That's going to lead to these two just being happier. I think we're going to want to actually see a tax office get put in there, and maybe this becomes a freeman city. Just because, I don't know, might as well, question mark? Yeah, we could put a tax office in and put a freeman district in, because I think freemen are the best in terms of giving off tax? Maybe tribesmen are? I think having a freeman city is useful, though. I mean, surely, right? Okay, so let's put the 56 in just because we want to get less aggressive expansion overall. I think we just want to have it be a gentle siege. And we want to see if we can get them in there. We can, that's perfect. And let's see if we can pull them out already. I don't think we'll be able to, but maybe once all the provinces come in. Oh, it's not all the provinces. Let's go back here, siege this down, because that's actually going to be so worth it. Maybe here. Don't. 6,000 go up here, and then the 3,000 will join up with them, or maybe split, send 1,000 over this 5,000, send 1,000 up to, or maybe 2,000 up. Or maybe these 3,000 begin this siege. Because frankly, the 3,000 should be fine against them. And maybe we'll send these 8,000 down here to try and help with that siege once they get done, because I doubt that this siege is going to be finished. Let's increase that up to 29 just to give us the extra couple of days. That'd be nice. Send them down south. Nice, we can pull them out actually. And now they don't have enough to actually mess with that siege, which is delightful. Now I think we put all of those 6,000 into there. Or actually, maybe we hold off. Send them back to enter Amacia. Actually, I know what we do. We send them both up here. And then we're gonna begin these two sieges. And maybe if we're feeling very bold, then we'll be able to send them. Yeah, this is going to be really fun. This is going to be some kick-ass wars. We're going to want to try and stockpile some gold so we can actually convert our political influence into the stuff that we want to see. Alright, so let's do this. Do that. Do that. Yeah, we want more tribesmen. We still don't want to see these cities occupied and looted just because we don't have the populations that these other powers that we're going to be fighting against do. Alright, but let's see, this all taken. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Alright, very good. Alright, now let's get these guys in position for the next war, which means we're going to send about 5,000 of them, or 4,000 of them there. Send 6,000 here. Now let's take in glass, maybe? Just to push up our citizen happiness further. I think we actually do want that castle right now. I think we don't want this one. I think we want to make this that capital. Okay, so we've got 10,000 plus our 2,000 versus 2, 4, 6, 8, and our previous ally. So I think previous ally is going to be on the chopping block first. I think we're going to put these 6,500 against him. And then I think we're going to stab him in the back like snitches. And I think, let's see how this goes. So I think they just didn't honor the agreement, or maybe they're going to honor it once my troops move out of the way or something. Let's move them there. Let's move them here. I think we can't do the aggressive ass push that we were thinking we were going to be able to, because we got to get these guys on top of this, because we're staring at a lot of guys. The 8,000 is going to get supplied by that 6,000, I think, because we're staring at 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, just dotted around, which means we got to run in stacks of 9,000. Let's do this, because we gotta get our siege ability up. Yeah, looks like that makes it both 25 and 26. We gotta have... yeah, keep that up. We've got too many forts now, which kind of sucks. We're gonna just need to get rid of one of these provinces, like, say this one. Which I think let's get rid of that fort and have it be forward. Another province like that is this one, but I don't think these forts are going to count as much. Or at least that's my understanding. These are all my pops though, which we're about to see a lot of expansion in terms of our pops, which is going to be great. These sieges all look pretty helpful. We'll be able to get out of this war once we get finished with it, and then we'll send these 6,000 to maybe come south, actually fight with our ally. I don't know, I'm really not sure, but I think we're standing in good position for this war now. I think we can kick it up to speed 4. We can kind of keep this going an infinite amount of time. I know that it says that we're -1, but -1 is really not too bad. Yeah, let's put him in, just to get a better war leader, because he looks like the best war leader around right now. Nemo was just sieged, which means the city that was already dying has died a little more, but that doesn't actually matter too much, because they're kind of locked down from going this direction. If they siege down this one, then they can have that city, and they can also take Messina, and that will suck. But they won't be able to threaten our capital until they take this fort and this, or sorry, just one of those two forts. We've got a lot of secondary coverage, which is very nice. Alright, so we're seeing the Merc stack start to get bought, and we're seeing forts start to get sieged. This is from this, I think, or no, it's from this, which kind of sucks. We may actually send these 6,000 down south to Urias, or maybe to... let's actually send them here. Yeah, and let's take this. Cool. I think we leave both of those on. Alliance action, Colto. Yeah. So those 2,000 are going to be super useful at helping our army stay sort of on top of it. Mercenaries versus mercenaries, but this, they don't have as much morale as we do, so I don't know why they're pushing towards us. Just going for the siege is going to be the smarter choice in terms of winning the war. I know it's going to lose our ally 1,000 men, but still. we want to weasel our troops somehow into this stack right here, which we will not be able to do until we take this. So maybe we send these 8,000 down south, or the 10,000 down south to Urius, or Utrius. We're going to be able to pull these guys out of the war once we get the siege down. Gentle. Yeah. We need 10,000, or 10%. Oh, Jesus. I think we actually go hunting with this 10,000. Let's get the tax benefit again. We're gonna be at 0.62, which ain't bad. We do actively have some sieges on us that we don't want to mess with. Alright, so that's nice. Let's get that second siege done. Oh, they're gonna be able to take that city, and that's gonna suck so much. Because once again, this is our most populous city at one point, and it's just starting to recover. Look at that. Oh, dude. They may not finish the siege if we keep those 10,000 going south, because they know that that's where they're going, you know? Like, they're gonna fight them. Oh, a blue who's actually decent and likes us fine. That's incredible. Let's find a green who likes us fine, or at least more than this guy does. Green, 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 green. Let's just bribe him. So now I'm going to split our forces like this, so that we can start besieging our land, because I think that's going to be necessary for us to be able to win against all these guys, / take them as fast as possible. We're really looking to split these guys off kind of soon. I think we're gonna see them come north. Oh, that sucks, because they're gonna start for a bit. And we're going to want to switch them out to here once we can. It's just going to be once those guys come on for the siege. Then we're gonna start piecing these guys out of the war. Even though it's going to put us in less enemy for the war. Okay? So reset with Luria, but this guy at the end there. Maybe they actually do that, do they? Alright, come on, let's see if we can pull out the, oh. I think we're gonna be able to once we just get another month ticked. take a look-see-loo again. We're gonna... It's nearly there. We're gonna be able to do it probably once we get this next siege, maybe? Maybe with the month taking over, and now that they're no longer on very high. Damn, it's close. Months at war, separate peace. Oh, here we are. Oh. And that means we should hopefully be able to get Salinia too. Perfect. And boom. Which means a lot less guys that we're fighting overall, which is really delightful. Let's go ahead and see this fortress gone. Maybe this fortress? I think if this one gets lost, that one stays. I think this one comes out with here. Or maybe it goes south, I don't know. If it's here, then that's a double chokehold there, but also it's like right next to that one. Yeah, I think here's good. And now we're seeing that more of our culture is getting unified. Yeah, look at that. Asturian is really spreading around. And since these are direct population, they're getting more benefits to their happiness by being part of us. So Hispania is going to, I'm going to assume, there we go. Nice. Kind of looks like they're going south, so I'm just going to put all these guys over there instead of on this stack. They stopped their siege up here, which is kind of silly. Now we're at 700, which is pretty damn solid. That means that we actually could fight against something like Carthage. Speaking of Carthage, they've just taken out a lot of Tartesia. They're going to be bound by a truce because I don't think they're going to be able to take all of it. Okay, the besieger has died. So we've just lost about 10 stability. We've got one person that's disloyal. Let's just bribe them. We're still at war. And she is not as good, nor does she have the influence, but whatever, that's kind of to be expected. So we're going to put on construction focus because I think we're going to see a time of great growth after this. Yeah, let's pull out the 8,000 because I think we'll need them. And now we're just watching these two sieges tick down. That's basically worth one city, which I don't know. I think sure, even though we're gonna want the cities in the long run. think Paleontia is still gonna be our next candidate once we get the actual funds. Now that they're not actively sieging us down, let's take our fort maintenance way the fuck down, and then if they come on to one of our castles, we'll then throw it on. And we'll send this 10,000 to go and take this province once they finish here. Nice. Maybe we'll actually send them up here, then there. Alright, let's cycle them out. So send them in, and then once they get in, we'll take them out. Okay, there you go. So this is the city that actually matters up here, not actually this one, which is kind of funny because you wouldn't expect that, judging from the map. Looks like that should be the capital, but little do they know, the real capital is defended. Making that into a capital could actually be a really good use of our time and energy. Okay, I don't think we'll need them from now on. We're probably also gonna not meet them in the same kind of way once our levies get on top of them. But just to, I don't know, make a little more bang for our buck, we'll send them against them. Just because we need to make sure that they're not going to be able to kill this 10,000, which they shouldn't be able to because they've got to combine 10,000. But if we kill another 2,000 with this 8,000 here, then, or, you know, honestly, we could have just waited and then it would have been worth it. We wouldn't have sent them to their death for no reason. But I don't think too many died. Question mark? Oh. Yeah, that's great. Beautiful. Okay. So let's, oh my god, pop promotion speed and output? That's fucking incredible. Sorry, we are forsaking that and doing this. I think let's do that, and then lastly doing this. Let's do that. Holy shit, we're about to like triple our income, if not quadruple, if not more, question mark? Oh wow, wow, wow. We could have been having such the better time. Whoopsie daisies. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of these forts, which I'm actually going to go into the fort mode to look at this. Yeah, so doing that. That's the, oh, that totally should be the capital, yeah. Let's go ahead and get grain coming in, and let's also get furs coming in. And then let's get, oh, we don't have any more. Okay, well, I'm cool with that. I think we'll take off this. I don't know what we'll put on instead. I think we leave that. That'll be nice. I think we take off this one, leave those two, funnily enough, just because I think that'll be better overall. I think here we take off this. I think we also take off this. I think we put it here. And then I think we add a little tax office there. Okay, so we're now at 720. We've also gotten a new prominent family, which means we can rebalance our government. 2, 4, 4, 2, so I guess it all worked out. Cool. So we wasted a whole bunch of political influence and all that, but also I think it's kind of worth it. Because this, or let's go to our nation. This right here, this population speed and tribesman output is actually kind of incredible. Okay, so we've just had another prominent family come in, so now 2 of 1. Holy Jesus. Okay. So we're gonna balance this and make this just just bountiful. Okay, so there's one. Leave 2 of 1. You are 3 of 1. We don't. Do we have another yellow? We don't have another yellow. That sounds nice. Removing you, or maybe let's look like this. Yeah, putting you in sounds great. Yeah, so now Asturian is going to go kind of crazy. Yeah, because we've just unified our biggest population. Well, that was a hell of a war. Now I think we'll go south, take on these two. This will bring us into conflict, probably with Carthage, but I think we're in a position that we actually could handle it. Maybe we expand east. I don't know. Here, let's take a look at our capital and just see how it's coming along. It's nearly at the point that we need it to be. So let's start thinking about this. We're going to want to have some stockpiled. We're also going to need someone that has just more. Okay. So let's stop doing that. We're instead going to have her. She has enough funds for it. Expanding estates. Wow, but we are starting to really see that income coming. We've got some provinces like this that really should see some. I think would still go after this national tax. Yeah, maybe the divine sacrifices was the right call, just because this means that we do have positive stability right now, even though we're, dealing with a lot of aggressive expansion. Alright, so I guess let's just start looking around and see if there are any that have our Asturians from just the natural with progression. Helvetian, some Lusitanians. Looks like not quite yet. Eventually there will be that kind of migration, which will be nice to see. Alright, so this city. I say let's build a foundry because overall that's just going to be nicer. So that is not the capital. Lima is the capital. The capital, it doesn't take any of that. Similarly too, we're going to relocate the capital there. That's a great capital. This is a great capital. That's a good capital. perhaps we put on a tax office and then maybe we get a conscription camp after. Or maybe we also get a foundry here. I don't know, there's a lot of benefit in having foundries. Okay. Nice. Yeah, so I think we do that. And I think we need to get her popularity higher. Which right now it's at 70, and it's going up by... If we take off... Oh, good. We should see influencing stakeholders disappear from here for the next month, which will mean that it will be plus 10 there. See less war exhaustion over time with time. And also, we're seeing a big decay of her popularity. Albeit we're about to get a couple of these, which will be really nice. Especially this one. And then this one will also be nice, and then same with this one. All of this just makes our people happier, which is just kind of amazing. So we're gonna want to just bite the bullet on those because they'll be better for us overall. And I know that we're hemorrhaging our stability a lot, and we're seeing a great time of reform for the Asturians. But this time is necessary in order to see us sort of come out brighter on the other end. Yeah, we're gonna need to do that so we can purge more people. Okay, please take over to the next month. Yeah. There's a path whereby someone could just walk into our capital right now. Yeah. It's kind of not great. Let's go ahead and get this put, I think put here. Because that's going to block here, 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 here. Which should be actually kind of delightful. Maybe we should have gotten the stability there, I don't know. I think the money's going to be useful because we're about to be able to start building another city. Carthage isn't really kicking their ass, which is kind of disconcerting for them. Macedon looks like they held on to some stuff. Looks like Egypt went... Oh, Persian Empire formed instead of the Seleucids. I think that's who was there. Mara looks like they're forming fine and such. Oh, we don't want to do this because we can't change our policy because that would cost us this. She's there. Ruler, loyal veterans, reformed gambler. Maybe there's something that we can... Maybe zeal gives us? Oratory. Yeah, that would give us the popularity. Oh, we don't actually really want her to gain corruption. We don't really want her to do that either. Let's just do that and have her have no scheme. And now that's going to go back down by 5, which means we're not going to have her ruler corruption be taking away some of our taxes. And also getting rid of some of our political influence. Honestly, that was a little silly of me to have let that go on for so long. Let's get stone so we can build up our cities a little bit nicer. Let's get that so that we can have a little bit happier of capital. Holy shit. Carthage was able to carve out a lot more than I figured they would be able to. Are they? They're not. There is actually a lot of reason for me to ally some of these people down here to dissuade Carthage from pushing east. I think let's go ahead into our government and see when we can next summon this. Alright, in 3 years. The reorganization has finished, which just means that we need her to be at a higher popularity. She's right now -10. I think we gotta do this. So it's 150, but we'll make it back before we get enough to then do that. Yeah, nice, nice. We just need to see that another pop-up like that. Nice. Okay, invoke the new constitution. Oh, that means we just lost such a beautiful fucking benefit. Or whatever. All around, it's going to be better for us to have gone to republicanism, just because it's a, you know, it's a pretty beneficial political path in this game. Alright, we're up at 50. We've got really low senatorial support for some reason, which I'm not sure quite why that is. I see an increasing there and there. So let's get rid of these grateful families just because they're getting annoyed at us for it. Not that green. So broke that one. Let's look for red, because I think red has red and green don't seem to have it. Huh. I think it's still going to be worth it if we can roll it right. Alright, now they've come in, so that means... Wow, look at that. It's starting to get actually kind of cheap to build some shit. So I think we want to upgrade like that. Once again, we really want to see this capital upgraded. We will at some point, but we also got to put this in because that actually is beneficial overall. Alright, so we're going religious advances. Let's get the national population boost. Which, let's just look at our population really quickly and just see where they're sort of lying. Yeah, 1.9, that's pretty nice. That means we're actually going to see a lot of growth in all of this. Oh, so now we can go back to influencing stakeholders because we're no longer needing her to not be doing so. We're going to want to get extended terms or lifetime elections, just because that's going to increase the amount of the celebrations, or we could get some gold. No, let's just do that. I think lifetime elections is going to be the right call. And my reasoning behind this is that you get a stability decrease every single time that you have a change of ruler, even if it's in this sort of voting form, which is just kind of disappointing. So we still have a grateful family, which I'm not sure. We can go to the nation overview, or no, that's not it. Where is it? Oh, it's characters and then show families. Okay, so which one was grateful? You're content. You're content. You're grateful. Okay, so the two blues. Oh, that's so sad because that means it's just sort of a bug, but we can't benefit from it. We could do that, and then y'all are no longer grateful, which should lead to the Democrats liking us a little more. Okay, yeah, just the littlest amount. I think we want to switch this out finally. I think we're going to do that. Ugh. And now we're going to just spend a very long time rebuilding our country after we've just sort of messed it up by having too high of aggressive expansion and also our stability being too low. We're going to see some negative come in. Let's go ahead and also get, or no, now we don't need to. We can get marble to make those guys a little bit happier, and then we're going to do another trade increase, just to be able to see that a little bit more. It's worth it to get monthly corruption down. Okay, let's do zeal so that we get more stability, because I think we'll kind of need it. Let's get that, honestly, just because I think it's very beneficial to have foundry in your cities. Let's give him free hints. Yeah, we're working towards a pretty good goal right now. we've got 2 years before we're going to go on our next conquest, because that's whenever we're going to be able to do our council. We're looking at 840. We're just growing more. We're looking like basically a major power, or a minor major power, you know, sort of like Macedon, even though they're actually outnumbering us. I guess we're more like Kush. Still something. Magistrate. Okay. So ensure calm. They just want to see more stability. Ikaros is a governor. Yeah, so let's do that. Ikaros. Where is he? Ikaros? Or Ikaras? Fuck, I see 2 of them now. Okay, so we gotta go back and check and see which ones they... Ikaras Karusas. Ikaras Karusas. Assertive. Alright, so now he's in, and then he wants to... They want to see Lusitanians integrated. Which, honestly, sure. I'm fine with that. 1.6 really isn't bad. That's actually a lot faster than I sort of would have figured. That's going to put our stability a little bit further down. Okay, but we've just seen that increase, which is nice. That's going to be a big boon. Let's get another... I think I clicked the right one. Yeah, I did. Let's also get dyes in, I think. For the same reason, we just want to see our nobles a little bit happier over and over again. Awesome. Looks like we're seeing a lot of overall benefits to our kingdom from the various decisions that we've taken. Once they become an integrated culture, that's going to be really nice. We're just having a high amount of aggressive expansion, which is why we're seeing so much, or so little stability increase. He doesn't have enough popularity to be able to do what he needs to do. We'll do this because we should be able to regain that in just a turn or 2. We're still at 840. Let's look at our growth. We're starting to see more civilization value come into our various provinces, which is pretty delightful. Let's go ahead and get this in just to get that overall monthly increase to food production, because that leads to greater national pop increase, or national pop growth. We're seeing the city still grow. think we want to start saving for real this time, towards getting that in. Because this city getting up and running will actually, you know, I don't want to actually say a number because I'll just be pulling it out of my butt, but it will lead to such a better empire. Alright. Citizen happiness, and then this one, whenever it comes up, will really change the game. I don't think we'll go beyond this. I think we'll just get right here, and maybe we'll get right here. No dyes, no glass, no cloth, no woad. Maybe we start trying to get livestock. Oh, we already have livestock. Jesus. Cancel this. Oh, suddenly glass becomes available. I'm cool with that. That leads to just a higher local county civilization value, which is pretty incredible. We're still seeing a whole bunch of growth here. Civilizing tribe. It's interesting. Yeah, but we're about to see -5. Those will both go away with time. Okay, he can now influence, which is great. We'll get closer to creating more cities. And you know, I think we're actually in a good spot to go ahead and leave it off for this episode. We're about to see this come about. Lusitania is about to be a fully integrated culture. There we go. That means we'll actually more inclined to want to expand south. Just claim the last little bit of this land to take off these guys. But it'll also put us at about 1,000 pounds, which is what we'll really need to. Ooh. Wow. This really is the next spot that we want to expand to. I didn't realize that we had a claim on that. We might go east. But anywho, I'm digressing. I think this is a good spot to end the episode. And we've started to see a lot of these cities come online and start to see our empire really take shape, become something really awesome. Not to mention, since we've gotten to the major power status, it's cheaper for us to build cities, which means we just want to see more cities get built. We're slowly starting to get towards the point of having higher stability, which will be a massive boon for us. And, you know, our overall goal is to conquer all of Hispania, then work our way south and work our way east. We've got about 200 years of conquest left, which translates to roughly 5 episodes. And then we should see the fruition of this campaign. But anywho, this has been an M. Hellman, and I am signing out. Bye.